COVID should have opened up everyone's eyes that we have systemic reliance and dependence on China. Our greatest adversary is our strongest economic partner at the same time, which is just an incredibly challenging situation to be in. And it does not allow America to be the leader I think that it needs to be. And it puts us at a major national security risk domestically here. And so reshoring production, and people use other terms, nearshoring, friendshoring, all that's fine. But I would say that having production in North America, which does not require our supply chain to be dependent on crossing a large ocean, or our supply chain to be dependent on China in specific, is of national security, probably the utmost criticality to our national security.
Yeah.
And that requires the government to invest in, both from a, less from a financial standpoint, but really from a policy and regulatory standpoint, and sort of, clearing the forest to allow things like manufacturing for everything from motors, batteries, advanced materials, carbon fibers, redo mining and refinement and extraction in this country, where we have massive deposits of even lithium and copper and nickel and all these things that we need for our technology base in this country. We need the government to say, all these environmental regulatory things that we've layered on year after year after year, migratory bird studies before you can build your factory, all these things that come up in all these regional areas. We need to be able to create at least some level of clearing the path to allow manufacturing
Right.
to flourish in this country. And that, some of that is investment, but a lot of it is just removing just just oodles of regulatory overhead and policy overhead that prevents building in America. And I'm not even touching some of the labor issues which exist here, which I think can be managed, but a lot of it has to do with just zoning issues, environmental reviews, and endless law after law after law that just needs to, in the compliance of these things is almost impossible to keep up with, and really prevents us from being competitive on a global stage anymore.